Appalachian old-time music was the first kind of clicking moment where I went, oh, this makes sense. It was the sound of the fiddle that really got to me, and that was something that I didn't think I could get my head around for quite some years until I just decided to one day. It's one of those instruments that, you hear people say, well, unless you start when you're 7 or 4 or 2 or whatever, you're never going to be able to be any good. And I would say that's not necessarily true. It took me about 5 years to be a crappy fiddler, which I think is not so bad. I mean, I think you're doing all right if you can pull that off. I had an amazing opportunity to go and play at my friend Randall Anderson's tool shed. He set up a kind of a songwriting residency in his backyard, essentially. He's got a trailer and a tool shed in his backyard in Van Cleek Hill. And so he asked me if I would be interested in doing that. And I said sure, just because I figured it'd be a great opportunity to write some original music. And time went by, and the date was coming up fast, and I think it was about 2 weeks away when I crashed my car just around the bend over there. So I totaled my car. It was a pretty close call, and I called Randall and ended up canceling the recording session. And then 2 days later, I took a day off work, went out for a paddle just down the river over here, up to the dam, brought a couple beers, and spent the day on the water, and a song just kind of came out of nowhere. 1964, born on a farm just out of Shawville. Grew up faster than a river birch, working night shifts, driving forklifts at the sawmill. It seems kind of funny to describe it that way, but there's nothing mystical about it. I just started singing this song and putting a story to it. The old man never liked him much, couldn't see eye to eye, so he said goodbye. Never talked much anyhow, give you the time of day if you want it. Got a job in town, settled down, 3 kids and a loving wife. But he felt so alone, couldn't go back home even if he wanted. I think a couple of those songs are about me trying to deal with, mental health, which is, it's been a struggle, I guess, in my life, and it's connected me to other men in my life that also struggle with mental health a bit, and so I think that theme kind of comes out in some of those songs quite a bit. And then beyond that, I guess on a lighter note, I spent the summer here working over the field at the neighbor's place, and spent most of my time with a good friend of mine who's also a carpenter. And we would cook our dinners by the campfire by the river there, and we ended up drinking a lot of beer. And we both like to just kind of sing stupid songs that we make up just to kind of pass the time. And I think he was actually a pretty big inspiration, because he kind of jokingly, helped me along when he figured out that I was kind of toying around with some of these song ideas. I started playing banjo when I was maybe 22 or 23. Because I'd played guitar, for a little while, and it was not too hard a transition, I guess, technically. I understood the basic idea of meat colliding with strings to create sound. people give you the time of day out here for the most part, and they remember who you are, and they remember stories you told, and all that. And so, yeah, I think that's had a huge impact on just, I guess my songs and music in general.